Andrew Mountbatten Windsor refuses to leave Royal Lodge despite King Charles's direct order. First pictures emerge as the royal standoff enters its second month. He was given a clear royal command: vacate the 30-bedroom mansion and move out. He has chosen to stay exactly where he is. On a chilly Monday morning in November, Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was photographed riding through Windsor Great Park. For the first time since King Charles formally stripped him of his titles and reduced him to commoner status. Dressed in a navy quilted jacket, cream jodhpurs and a black velvet helmet, the 65-year-old looked relaxed and cheerful as he chatted with a female companion on horseback. The outing marked his first public sighting in nearly 7 weeks and sent an unmistakable message. Royal Lodge remains his home, for now. The dramatic downgrade was published in the London Gazette on the 3rd of November. Through letters patent issued by the King, Andrew lost the style, His Royal Highness, and the title, Prince, with immediate effect. Overnight he became simply Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a name that has not appeared on an official document since his christening. As part of the same process, King Charles instructed his brother to leave Royal Lodge, the pink-painted Grade II listed palace he has occupied since 2003, and relocate to a much smaller property on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk. Yet almost 3 weeks after the Gazette notice, and 6 weeks after the latest Epstein revelations broke, Andrew is still firmly in residence with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson at the £30 million Windsor mansion. Royal Lodge, complete with indoor swimming pool, private chapel, and 98 acres of gardens, was granted to Andrew on a 75-year lease at a peppercorn rent of just £250 a week. After he personally spent £7.5 million refurbishing it 2 decades ago. Sources close to the Duke insist the lease is legally binding until 2078, and that the King cannot force an eviction without a protracted court fight. That would be deeply embarrassing for the monarchy. Andrew has dug his heels in, one friend told the Mail. He believes he has every right to stay, and is prepared to make this as difficult as possible. The impasse has caused considerable tension within the family. King Charles, supported by the Prince of Wales and senior courtiers, wants Andrew removed from the Windsor estate entirely, to draw a line under years of scandal and prevent any further damage to the institution. Security arrangements have already changed dramatically. Andrew lost his taxpayer-funded armed protection in 2022, and now pays privately for a team rumored to cost more than £3 million a year. His annual income, a mix of Navy pension, investments, and what remains of the allowance from the late Queen, is under severe strain. Sarah Ferguson, who has lived with Andrew at Royal Lodge since their 1996 divorce, is said to be increasingly anxious about the future. Friends report she has been exploring the possibility of spending part of the winter at Princess Eugenie's £3.6 million home in the exclusive Costa Terra Golf Resort in Portugal. to escape the intense media scrutiny. Their daughters have rallied around their father. Princess Beatrice, 37, was photographed visiting Royal Lodge last week, looking somber as she drove away in her Range Rover. Both Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, 35, retain their HRH styles and places in the line of succession. And King Charles is determined to shield them from further fallout. However, commentators warn that the scandal could still damage their careers. Beatrice works as vice president of partnerships at tech firm Affinity, and Eugenie is a director at the Hausa Worth Art Gallery. Neither receives public money, and both rely on trust funds from the Queen Mother, divorce settlements, and their husbands' incomes. For now, life at Royal Lodge continues in its familiar rhythm. Morning rides across Windsor Great Park. Evenings with Fergie and the Corgis. Weekend visits from the grandchildren. Andrew still wears the medals he earned during 22 years in the Royal Navy, including the South Atlantic Medal for his service as a Sea King helicopter co-pilot in the Falklands War. But palace sources say patience is wearing thin. Options under active discussion include withdrawing Crown Estate maintenance support for the property, or restricting access to private roads within the Windsor estate. As winter approaches, the battle over one of Britain's grandest royal residences has become the most bitter and public family dispute the House of Windsor has faced in decades. King Charles wants his brother gone. Prince Andrew has no intention of leaving. And Royal Lodge, for the moment, remains the unlikely battleground. In a very modern royal crisis. Word count: 952. 1. 7 Giakia Dong Muat Mahan. Prince Andrew quietly defies King Charles and stays firmly put in Royal Lodge. First photos since title strip reveal a very clear message. He was told to leave. He is still there. On a bright, cold November morning, Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor emerged on horseback across the sweeping private lawns of Windsor Great Park. Navy quilted jacket, cream jodhpurs, black velvet helmet. The 65-year-old looked relaxed, almost cheerful, as he rode alongside a female companion and chatted easily in the autumn sunshine. It was his first public sighting in nearly 7 weeks, and the clearest signal yet. That Royal Lodge, the sprawling 30-bedroom mansion he has called home for over 2 decades, remains very much under his control. The dramatic fall from grace had been made official on the 3rd of November, when the London Gazette published King Charles's letters patent, stripping his younger brother of the style, His Royal Highness, and the title, Prince, with immediate effect. From that moment, the man once known as the Duke of York became simply Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a commoner in the eyes of the crown. Along with the titles went the instruction to vacate Royal Lodge and relocate to a far smaller residence on the Sandringham estate. Yet here he was, 3 weeks after the Gazette notice, and almost 2 months after the latest Epstein revelations resurfaced. Cantering through Windsor as if nothing had changed. Royal Lodge, pink brick, Grade 2 listed. With its own chapel, indoor pool and 98 acres of gardens. Was handed to Andrew in 2003 on a 75-year lease. For a symbolic £250 a week. After he personally poured £7.5 million into its restoration. Friends say he regards the lease as ironclad until 2078. And is prepared to fight any attempt at eviction. Through the courts if necessary. A prospect that horrifies Buckingham Palace. Andrew has drawn his line in the sand. One longtime associate told reporters. He believes the king cannot simply turf him out. Without a very public and very messy legal battle. The standoff is causing deep unease in royal circles. King Charles and the Prince of Wales are said to be united in wanting Andrew removed from the Windsor estate entirely. To protect the monarchy's reputation. As it enters a new, more streamlined era. Security costs have already become a crippling burden. Since losing taxpayer-funded protection in 2022. Andrew has been forced to fund his own team privately. A bill rumored to top £3 million a year. His income streams are shrinking fast. Sarah Ferguson, his ex-wife and constant companion at Royal Lodge, is reportedly growing increasingly unsettled. Close friends say she has begun exploring extended stays at Princess Eugenie's luxurious £3.6 million home in Portugal's exclusive Costa Terra resort to escape the relentless pressure. Their daughters have been regular visitors. Princess Beatrice was photographed arriving at Royal Lodge last week. Her expression somber as she later drove away. Both Beatrice and Eugenie retain their HRH styles and their places in the line of succession. And King Charles is said to be fiercely protective of his nieces. He has no wish to see them punished for their father's mistakes. Yet commentators warn the scandal's long shadow could still affect their professional lives. Corporate partners remain nervous. And future brand deals may prove harder to secure. For now, life inside Royal Lodge continues in its familiar rhythm. Early morning rides across the Great Park. Quiet evenings with Fergie and the Corgis. Weekend laughter with grandchildren Sienna, August, Ernest and little Athena. Andrew still proudly wears the medals he earned during 22 years of active service in the Royal Navy, including the South Atlantic Medal for flying dangerous decoy missions as a Sea King pilot in the Falklands. But the patience of the king is wearing thin. Palace sources say more robust measures are under active consideration, from withdrawing Crown Estate maintenance of the property to restricting access to the private Windsor roads. As winter closes in over Berkshire, one of Britain's grandest royal homes has become the unlikely stage for the most tense and protracted family dispute the House of Windsor has seen in decades. King Charles wants closure. Prince Andrew wants to stay. And Royal Lodge, for the moment, stands firmly in the middle.